On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Tickle.
To lightly touch a sensitive part of somebody's body in a way that makes them laugh.
Examples:
Tickle his ribs. Tickle her vanity. These models explain why you can't tickle yourself.
Cough.
To expel air from the lungs suddenly and noisily, often as a reaction to irritation, illness, or some other physical condition. Noun, a sudden, forceful expulsion of air from the lungs, often accompanied by a distinctive sound.
Examples:
Cough several times. Persistent cough. I can't stop coughing and think I might have caught a cold.
Ache.
To experience a dull, persistent pain or discomfort, typically of moderate or low intensity. To feel a continuous dull pain.
Examples:
Ache abominably. Ache all the time. I ache all over after running a marathon yesterday.
Irritable.
Easily or frequently agitated, annoyed, or angered, prone to becoming tense or angry in response to minor stimuli or events.
Examples:
Irritable bowel syndrome. Irritable mood. Lack of sleep can make me irritable and easily annoyed.
Appetite.
A natural desire or craving for food or drink, a strong desire or liking for something.
Examples:
Appetite suppression. Loss of appetite. After a long hike, I had a huge appetite and devoured my meal in minutes.
Influenza.
Formal for flu, a highly contagious viral disease that causes fever, severe aching, and catarrh and often occurs in epidemics.
Examples:
An epidemic outbreak of influenza. Influenza B strain. The research institute allocated a lot of money to study the cause and prevention of influenza.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Miserable.
Very unhappy, uncomfortable, or unpleasant, causing great distress or suffering.
Examples:
Miserable weather. Miserable experience. She felt miserable after her dog passed away.
Medley.
A mixture or assortment of different things, often of different types or genres, presented in a single performance, arrangement, or collection, of swimming, a race in which competitors use different strokes or events.
Examples:
Seafood medley. Medley of emotions. The singer performed a medley of their greatest hits during the concert.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples.
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples.
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Vicious.
Having or showing a desire to cause harm to others, having the nature of vice.
Examples.
Vicious attack. Vicious deflationary spiral. The vicious dog barked and growled at anyone who came near its territory.
Onslaught.
A fierce or violent attack, a sudden and intense outburst of something, usually negative.
Examples.
Onslaught of criticism. Urban onslaught. The village was unprepared for the sudden onslaught of the enemy army.
Pathogen.
A bacterium, virus, or other microorganism that causes disease.
Examples.
Plant pathogen. The pathogen in the air. mRNA vaccines are approved faster because they do not contain inactivated pathogens.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples.
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples.
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Unwelcome.
Not wanted, not invited, or not appreciated, causing annoyance or displeasure.
Examples.
Unwelcome interruption. Unwelcome surprise. The unwelcome visitor quickly made their presence known.
Intrusion.
The act of entering a place or situation where one is not welcome or invited. The action or process of forcing a body of molten rock between or through existing formations without reaching the surface.
Examples.
Unwarranted intrusion. Intrusion prevention. The intrusion of the hackers into the company's database caused significant damage.
Alert.
To warn or arouse to a sense of danger. Adjective, paying close attention or being in a state of readiness for action.
Examples:
alert consumers to the dangers. Alert system. The company's cybersecurity team alerted the CEO to potential threats.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Plight.
A difficult or unfortunate situation.
Examples:
miserable plight. The plight of the poor. The government has ignored the plight of the homeless population.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Macrophage.
A large white blood cell that helps to engulf and destroy foreign objects or materials in the body, such as bacteria or cancer cells.
Examples:
macrophage activity. Macrophage dysfunction. Cancer cells can evade the immune system's detection by avoiding interactions with macrophages.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
small molecules, molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Cytokine.
Any of various protein molecules produced by cells of the immune system that serve to regulate the immune system.
Examples:
a cytokine production, cytokine receptor. Abnormal cytokine response may cause atopic dermatitis.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
recruit a good worker, recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Coordinated.
Effectively arranged or organized so that all the parts work smoothly or systematically together.
Examples:
in a coordinated manner, coordinated robot system. For greater efficiency, our efforts must be better coordinated.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
wipe off dirt, wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
play a vital role, vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
launch a spaceship into orbit, launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Coordinate.
To bring the different parts of the activity and the people into an organized, ordered, or efficient relationship. Adjective, of equal importance, rank, or degree.
Examples:
coordinate a special project, a coordinate clause. We want to coordinate a schedule for the investigation.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function, permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Unpleasant.
Not enjoyable or comfortable.
Examples:
unpleasant behavior, with unpleasant body odor. It is unpleasant to see criminal behavior even though it is minor.
Surging.
Moving suddenly and powerfully, typically with a forward or upward motion, increasing rapidly or dramatically in quantity or intensity.
Examples:
Surging economy, surging popularity. The surging crowd made it difficult to move through the festival.
Temperature:
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures, the atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Trigger:
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Vagus:
The 10th of the 12 cranial nerves, which originates in the brainstem and innervates the throat, heart, and digestive tract, also known as the pneumogastric nerve.
Examples:
Vagus activity, vagus stimulation. The vagus nerve connects the brain to many different organs in the body.
Nervous:
Worried and anxious about something relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Transmit:
To send or forward an electronic signal, to pass something from one person or thing to another.
Examples:
Transmit the disease. Transmit information. Parents often transmit their characteristics to their children.
Stem:
The central part of something from which other parts can develop or grow, the part of a word common to all its inflected variants. Verb, to grow out of, have roots in, or originate in.
Examples:
Stem from a belief. The stem of a matchstick. A rose has thorns on its stem.
Process:
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Hypothalamus:
A basal part of the brain that autonomically controls body temperature, hunger, and the release of hormones.
Examples:
Anterior hypothalamus. Hypothalamus hemorrhage. Oxytocin is also produced in the nucleus of the hypothalamus.
Responsible:
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Thirst.
A feeling of needing something to drink, a strong desire for something.
Examples:
A burning thirst. Thirst for authority. He read books to quench his thirst for knowledge.
Prostaglandin.
A hormone-like substance produced in the body that regulates various physiological functions, including inflammation, blood pressure, and the contraction or relaxation of smooth muscles.
Examples:
Prostaglandin injection. Prostaglandin analogs. Prostaglandin inhibitors like aspirin and ibuprofen can help reduce inflammation and relieve pain.
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Sports gear. A gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge, to formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Liver.
A large organ in the body, involved in many metabolic processes, such as detoxification of the organism and the synthesis of proteins.
Examples:
Liver disease. Fatty liver. The patient will undergo liver transplant surgery tomorrow.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Dehydrated.
To remove the water or moisture from something by a natural or artificial process.
Examples:
Dehydrated skin. Dehydrated skimmed milk. I need to drink more water because I'm feeling dehydrated.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Transmission.
The act or process of sending something from one person or place to another. The process of broadcasting over the airwaves, as in radio or television.
Examples:
Transmission speed. The transmission gears of a car. Education is the transmission of civilization.
Sneeze.
To make a sudden, involuntary expulsion of air from the nose and mouth, usually due to irritation caused by the presence of dust, pollen, or other irritants.
Examples:
Sneeze into my hand. Sneeze loudly. Whenever I get a cold, I tend to sneeze a lot.
Vomit.
To eject food, blood, etc., from the stomach through the mouth. Noun, the matter ejected from the stomach through the mouth.
Examples:
Vomit abuse. Vomit after ingesting. She felt sick and had to run to the bathroom to vomit.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Dehydration.
A condition in which the body lacks sufficient water and fluids, leading to thirst and other symptoms.
Examples:
Sign of dehydration. Dehydration as a result of diarrhea. He suffered from dehydration after spending the day in the hot sun.
Sensitive.
Able to notice slight changes, signals, or influences, able to feel or perceive others' feelings, susceptible to the things people say or do.
Examples:
sensitive documents, baby with sensitive skin. The teacher is very sensitive to children's feelings.
Worsen.
To become or make something worse.
Examples:
worsen a relation, worsen the food problem. Unilateral import bans have worsened that country's terms of trade.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
chemical addition, addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
confuse the listener, confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
the structure of a machine, structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
disrupt a well-ordered condition, disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Neurotransmitter.
A chemical that carries nerve impulses between neurons or between neurons and muscles.
Examples:
neurotransmitter receptor, neurotransmitters released from the brain. Endorphins are a type of neurotransmitter that gives a sense of well-being.
Glutamate.
A salt or ester of glutamic acid, a natural amino acid found in proteins, that functions as a neurotransmitter and plays a key role in neural signaling and brain function.
Examples:
glutamate receptors, glutamate antagonist. Excessive consumption of foods high in glutamate can lead to headaches and other health problems.
Endorphin.
A natural hormone-like substance that is produced by the body and that acts on the nervous system to reduce pain and induce a feeling of well-being.
Examples:
beta-endorphin, endorphin rush. The release of endorphins during exercise can provide a natural high and help to relieve stress.
Serotonin.
A neurotransmitter equals a chemical that carries nerve impulses involved in, example, sleep, emotion, and memory.
Examples:
Serotonin drug. Serotonin levels. The medicine works by boosting serotonin levels in the brain.
Dopamine.
A chemical substance produced by nerve cells as a neurotransmitter. As a drug, it is used to treat shock and hypotension.
Examples:
Dopamine inhibiting agent. Antagonism of dopamine. The drug controls the level of dopamine in the brain.
Limbic.
Of or relating to the system of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction.
Examples:
Limbic cortex. Limbic epilepsy. The limbic brain region responded readily to negative or sad sounds.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
Oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Cerebral.
Relating to the brain or intellect, intellectual or studious rather than emotional or physical.
Examples:
Cerebral palsy. Cerebral cortex. The patient experienced a cerebral hemorrhage and required surgery.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Discomfort.
A feeling of being uncomfortable physically or mentally or being embarrassed, a slight pain.
Examples:
Endure discomfort and pain. Discomfort in the abdomen. He felt no discomfort as the dentist drilled his deadened tooth.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Autoimmune.
Relating to a condition in which the body's immune system attacks and destroys healthy body tissue, mistaking it for harmful foreign substances.
Examples:
Insulin autoimmune syndrome. Autoimmune disorder. The presence of certain substances triggered the autoimmune response.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Cue.
A signal, gesture, or action that provides information or direction for someone else to act or respond, a reminder or prompt for someone to do something.
Examples:
Cue card. Visual cue. The director gave the actor a cue to begin the scene.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Fine-tune.
To make tiny changes or improvements to make it work as well as possible.
Examples:
Fine-tune financial systems. Fine-tune the engine. The government should not try to fine-tune the economy excessively based on a short-term prediction.
Annoying.
Making someone feel slightly angry.
Examples:
Annoying banner ad. Annoying habit. The phone call is an annoying interruption.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Barricade.
A barrier, often improvised or temporary, used to block passage or protect against danger or attack.
Examples:
barricade fencing, police barricade. The protesters built a barricade to prevent police from entering the area.